Hello, welcome back to BattleTech, where we're about to embark on the next primary mission, which is Liberation Turlon. We'll proceed to assist the Restoration Army's efforts to liberate House Parada. Hit intelligence suggests bringing a mix of heavy and assault class mechs. A mix of heavy firepower and maneuverability is recommended. Jump-capable mechs are expected to prove especially advantageous in our projected theater of operations, so the details will be provided upon your arrival. Oh well, we'll need to travel there anyway.
Calculating course now, Commander.
While we do that, we can take a quick look at our mech bay once all the repairs and refits are done, because I did manage to find quite a few more assault mechs in the past few battles, but the past few battles were also pretty crazy. Like in the last one, my lines of 3 assaults and 1 heavy mech was facing off against an enemy that had 4 assaults, 2 heavy mechs, and 2 of those pesky demolisher vehicles. You know, those with the double AC-20, because nothing says I'm awesome quite like a double AC-20. Uh, past few battles have been challenging, but thankfully we managed to get quite a few things out of that. Let's look at it. Let's go the chronological order, I guess. The first thing, the first next assault that I was able to finish was the Highlander 733P. Basically one, I believe it wasn't even a battle mission or an assassination mission, but it was a base assault mission where I didn't even thought that we would, I didn't even think that we would run into such heavy resistance there, because base was basically guarded by 2 of those, plus a Banshee, which is a 95-ton mech. Which, I was just thinking, what the hell is going on here? What kind of base is this? Anyway, I think I had one piece that I bought somewhere as a rare buyable thing somewhere in a system that we have never visited during the Let's Play. So by just CTing both of the Highlanders in the mission there, I was just able to finish it. Which was necessary because there was a lot of firepower staring down on us, plus the base defense turrets that could shoot at us, because the assault lance was keeping us busy. So nothing pretty that happened there, but I got a second Highlander out of it. If we want to compare it with the other one that we have, you know, lore-wise, this one, even though the number is less, so would you think that one is better? This is 733 and this is only 732. Well, with the whole technology that was lost, actually this one is way better. You know, just on the pure basic level, this one was a mech that was designed at the height of Star League power and was just given out to royal regiments. So the inner sphere houses never really got their hands on many of those. I think the base Highlander variant that was used at that time was the 732 without the B. The B was a special upgrade for as I said, for royal regiments. The main upgrade, in my opinion, is that it uses double heat sinks, and as a way, was able to fit quite a few more things into it. This one doesn't use many double heat sinks anymore, but you know. Anyway, so this one was introduced by the houses later because they didn't have the technology anymore to just produce regular 732s, so they kind of made the 733, which was a downgrade, I think. If you take a look at the stock loadout, I believe even the 732 already had a Gauss rifle. And for the 733, without the P variant, I believe that Gauss rifle was exchanged for an AC-10 or 5, I believe 10. And then the P version basically swapped that autocannon for PPC. I'm using it in a similar loadout where I have 1 PPC, 2 large lasers. And since we're in here, I think I found a better large laser last mission, so just install it, you know. Take that one away, install that. So, the kind of main idea of this is still a sniper, as Lich has been piloting one since, well, pretty much the entire time of this playthrough. Main difference here is, compared to the catapults that she had been using before, is that it only has one PPC. I kind of think that the PPC, in terms of heat production, is a little bit overpriced. Do I have a better PPC at this point, maybe? Plus 10 damage. I think I'd rather take the accuracy, to be honest. So that it would make it more heat efficient. You know, here for 50 damage you gain 40 heat, and here this also has plus 10 damage upgrade, but for 40 damage you would have to pay 30 heat, which is slightly more heat efficient. Sure, you don't have the stability damage, which is a neat bonus, but we do a lot of stability damage anyway. And in addition, it has a slightly reduced range, which is normally, I would say, a downgrade. However, we rarely have engagements happening at like plus 360 meters range, because 360 meters is our base viewing distance, I believe. So, and even there we could still use our large lasers to some effect. So engagements never really take place at the range where we could still only use the PPC, and the large lasers is slightly more heat efficient. And so I figured I'd just use 2 large lasers instead of trying to fit 3 PPCs in there, because it's also lighter. Only takes 5 tons instead of 7 tons, you know. And for the weight that you saved by just making that swap, you can install a few more heat sinks to keep this thing from running hot. Also, for additional short range defense, I outfitted it with a bank of SRM 4s. They don't have too much ammo because you'll not be using that much, but if someone should be getting close enough to that mech, it can also push. It can also pull out additional damage, and more importantly, stability damage to knock something down, and then we can make aim shots at stuff, and you know, that works rather well, I think. That was the first new assault that I got, and then in one mission, I ran into an Atlas. I think it was really the first Atlas that I ran into, aside from Kamiya, who was piloting a more advanced Atlas 2 version, which is this one. Take a look at that, I guess. Again, this is a downgrade from the mech that Kamiya has, and it's still slow AF. So I think the stock layout was like had an AC-20 plus short range, long range missiles, and a few medium lasers. I kind of like the general idea of that, so I took down a few I kept both medium lasers, but I swapped out the SRM launcher for an additional LRM launcher. The main idea is that I was trying to that by already having control of Kamiya's Atlas for 2 missions, I kind of could already, you know, make some mental notes about, if I ever get one of those, what would I do what would I do differently there when I have control over the loadout. And one big weakness of the Atlas, let's also create that. It seems like we found a better AC-20 at some point. The main downside of the Atlas is, I mean, it has armor, like, you know, it has huge amounts of armor, and being able to carry 100 tons, you can strap a whole bunch of weapons on it. However, the major downside, in my opinion, for the Atlas is that it is really, really slow. Like, phenomenally slow. So, in order to keep up with the rest of the group, unless you want to make the rest of the group, I don't know, stalkers or something, it needs to either run on occasion, because it doesn't have jump jets either, and I don't think it has the ability to upgrade jump jets either way.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Well, it could technically upgrade it with 3 jump jets, but I doubt it'll do much, to be honest. So it's not very maneuverable, so I thought, do I want to just sprint a bunch of times and just keep it with a short range loadout? Or what I eventually went with is, you know, strap some more long range missiles on it. If it can't reach any enemy with its short range weaponry, then it can at least still lob a few missiles somewhere. So I went with that, so that it can still do something useful. I mean, 30 LRM tubes is nothing to laugh at. It's more than our long range missile boat-ish thing has. Like, it's the same amount. No, that's not the one that we're using. That's a really long range missile boat that uses 40. So it's almost there, and it's better than my Orion K that has only 15 tubes. So the missile launcher is already pretty scary on their own, and if it manages to get in range of something, then, you know, it can also dish out a lot of damage with that AC with that AC-20. So yeah, it does a really good job, like, holding the front line. I basically sent the Battlemaster to storage because I believe it's just an upgrade. Not quite as maneuverable as the Battlemaster was, but, you know, it has a lot of additional armor that is pretty useful when you're staring down crazy amounts of enemies like we regularly do. So that was that. Then also in the very last battle, I actually managed to complete the Stalker that I had a few components for. And I was considering how to include that, because basically we used 3 assaults now and the Orion, that one here, which I still like because it has Gauss rifle. So I was thinking, how am I gonna upgrade that mech, you know, for myself? Stalker might actually be an interesting idea, but that one doesn't have any ballistic hardpoint, so I can't add the Gauss rifle to it. I would have to make some kind of swap where, I don't know, we outfit that with short range lasers instead, and make that a brawler along the lines for that, along the lines of that one. And then we swap the mechs around so that I get a Highlander and Glitch gets the Stalker. Basically, just to see how much stuff I could cram in there. Started to outfit it along a similar loadout as the Highlander here, and surprisingly, it is able to even field more weapons. I think it can field like 3 large lasers alongside the PPC, and still has 12 SRM tubes, which is scary because even though it's lighter than that one, it can field more weapons. It has a little bit less armor, admittedly, and it also doesn't have jump jets, which might be helpful in some cases or not. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to the group layout that I have, but I'm probably think about, you know, swapping stuff around a little bit. Maybe I'll find something better that would just be an upgrade for myself. Maybe just another Highlander would do, to be honest, you know? I don't know. I'd probably prefer a Highlander with ballistic slots, because this 733P doesn't have any. Anyway, so that was a lot of talking. I apologize for that, but, you know, some stuff changes, and I wanted to go through the thought process of what I was doing there. So let's now go to the. Yes, we're just gonna. Let's go to the next main mission then. Yes. Since it was mentioned that that having jump jets might be helpful, I think we'll probably just stick to the default Lance loadout that I have. The Atlas will try to make its way somehow. I think I'm gonna be using Medusa again. I tried using Shadow in the Brawler Highlander, which I don't know. I think having I just picked that Juggernaut because I wanted to try out if it's any good or not, but I think it's less good than Breaching Shot. Also because this mech doesn't have any long range weapons, it can sometimes run into issues just not reaching anything. Which having Medusa would probably being in that mech would probably help, because he has a higher piloting level. I think he can move the mech further, which might put it just into range of, you know, being able to use the weapons. So I'm just gonna have him in there again. He doesn't have Bulwark, which was kind of the main reason for why I wanted to try out Shidu there, but there's that. Another variant that I wanted to try out with Red Star here is, you know, use Master Tactician alongside Bulwark. You kind of have no offensive ability here, like multi-shot or breaching shot, or even Ace Pilot, I believe, is a kind of offensive-ish ability, because you can, you know, shoot and then just get out of dodge. So you can both shoot and get out of dodge, and not have to say, you know, you can either shoot or get my ass handed to me. What am I gonna do? So yeah. But I think for this being a priority mission, we're not gonna take any risks here. We'll just go with our squad that we know. I believe Bulwark is really powerful in assault mechs because they can't move much. I mean, the Highlander probably more than most other assaults because it has jump jets. But then unless you're in a really cold map, you'll build up significant amount of heat and probably can't fire with everything. So there's ups and downsides. Anyway, let's just get this party started. Or I could find another Atlas and just strap as many guns on that as I can find, because that has ballistic slots and missile slots. So I could do what the Ryan does, but in a slower mech, which, since I'm a decent pilot, is a little bit weird, but maybe. If that is, if I find another Atlas, that is, you know. I think I have like one piece for the next Atlas right now. Not a second Atlas at the moment. Alright, this is it. The Directorate's last stronghold on our way to Koromodi. We're going to liberate the system and set House Parada free. I have an invasion fleet en route to take the spaceport in a surprise attack, but the shipyard's gun batteries are going to be a problem. We'll take them offline before our ships arrive. Hey!
Command interface initiated.
Commander, we're making a push on the Directorate's primary shipyard. If our attacks are successful, what's left of my uncle's fleet will be rendered useless. But we're going to need your help. Shipyard's protected by enormous gun batteries that draw their power from generators in front of you. We need to destroy these generators before our dropships enter their weapons range. There are 3 generators designated Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Take out all 3 structures, mop up any surviving Directorate units, and our dropship fleet will clear to handle the rest.
Go take out those generators, Commander.
17 turns.
Our entire plan
Seems like I
falls
shouldn't
apart
have
if those
I
guns
shouldn't have been
stay
taking that
online.
Atlas along with us, because it's gonna slow us down significantly. What's happening? There's a game. Morning. Thank you. Wasn't too hard, right?
On my way.
Position confirmed.
Bandit.
Yeah, damn it.
Blue bogey.
But I didn't move fast enough. So he can't move because we have line of sight on that turret, so we immediately get to combat. First Directorate prototype specifically modified to serve as a forward observer. I've heard stories about these. They can fight, but the primary function is to make targets for artillery bombardment. That's not good. Keep your eyes open, boss. Directorate has too much valuable hardware out there to risk firing the artillery blind. If you can destroy all our forward observers, it should stop them from calling out any future artillery strikes, but be careful. Any targets I've already marked will still be in danger of bombardment. Ugh. If we see a spider, we're just not gonna ignore it, but we have to take it out as soon as possible. Here you have direct line of sight on that turret, so maybe we can just take it out. We don't have enough damage though, because you do have exactly 150 damage in that mech. So 150 plus 7 is not something we can pull off. Otherwise, we could destroy that generator and not shoot at it with a gauss rifle. The position where we can shoot at it with a gauss rifle. That's a little bit of a wasteful turn with you. Be up that hill. Still, the ridge here is kind of in our way. That's a bummer. I believe in that case we're just gonna follow the group. Throw the missiles to the generator. What a day.
Engaging target.
The bigger guys with multi-shot can probably take care of it. So the question is, which one of you, though? That still has a 95. Which means you would have to use both of the ram launchers on that, and then we would have like 160 damage to shoot at that turret. Not enough? Can anyone do better than that? Can't target that thing. Maybe from here. How do I get 90? The AC to the generator takes care of the 95, and then we have 75 plus math. Plus 72, plus 72, so let's say 3 times 75, which is enough. I believe he can do it if nothing misses. So let's give it a shot. Do not have multi-shot. Damn it! You do not have multi-shot. You do have multi-shot. Oh, I knew I could count on you. Oh. So that's only 85. Oh well, I can live with 85%.
Firing.
Not sure if I need to take out the turret when the generator goes down. Not sure if that generator is also powering, turrets.
Systems janky.
Just don't want to take any risks. Did you take out that generator? Apparently you missed with that 85% shot. Jesus, man.
I hear ya.
Why? Why? Oh. Yeah, let's continue moving, I think.
Got it.
Not sure if that turret can see us though, because what we always need to keep in mind is Medusa has a special, special rangefinder system that increases his line of sight, and he's just barely in his line of sight. So it's possible that I don't need to even need to take care of the turret. So we're gonna be doing another round of multi-targeting. PPC goes to A and the rest goes to B, hopefully taking out that generator now.
Line them up and I'll shoot them down, Commander. Target destroyed.
That's one generator down. You've got 2 more to go. Keep fighting.
We'll do that. Anyway.
Standing by.
Why do we not see that turret anymore? What the hell? The hell? Why do we not see the turret anymore? That's weird. Is he gonna go here then? Or was that? Is that destroyed or because we took care of that generator? I'm so confused. Anyway.
Going full speed.
Apparently they're gone because we took care of that generator. So we didn't have to do any of that multi-targeting crap, just had to shoot down the generator. Hey, where's that spotter? Oh, they needed a spotter. Okay. I think we can dance around that. Need to move though. Question is, do I want to throw my missiles towards the generator, or do I want to you know, use good old sensor lock. I think I might actually just use good old sensor lock because, you know, it has guarded, it has high speed, so seems like good idea to use sensor lock on it instead.
Sensor lock on target.
Let's hope that's the only time that we see the Atlas without guarded, but with all 5 evasion pips. Well, they have tanks apparently. Alrighty.
Receiving you.
So which one do we kill? Vehicles or the Jenner? Tough question, I know. I think we'll try the vehicles first.
On my way.
I'm I'll also be giving him guarded. Just, you know, I'm not sure what else we have to expect, and this way has damage resistance. I'm gonna try to use multi-shot to take care of one of the strikers with the AC-20 because, as I just covered over the various segments, doesn't matter what we hit unless the AC-20 hits any one of these segments because of how vehicles work. It's just gonna die, like no questions asked. So we're gonna be using multi-target, like, you know, hitting one of them with the AC-20 and probably the other one with all of the rest, and maybe throw one SRM-6 over there so he gets a message. Sure, we can. Wait, 8%. So we want probably most here, some here, and one here. So you goes B, and you go to C, so that you don't have breaching shots, so it doesn't matter. To be honest, it actually doesn't matter. Well, he does have ace pilot, not breaching shot. Apologies. Almost still G2 in my mind. We only have 70% on that one. What if we change that? You go to A, because then you know that the extreme range of that, and the rest goes to B. I think I like that out slightly more. Not sure about that is so terrible. What, my accuracy -5. Whatever. This one apparently has lots of stability damage, but this one has accuracy and damage somehow. But that single piece of accuracy like increases it by a lot. Also possible that it's on the arm, you know, arm mounted also gives us a slight bonus to accuracy. Anyway, let's just get this party going.
Multiple targets.
Good shot. Probably not gonna kill that one. Well, he'll kill that one.
Vehicle destroyed.
Alright. Built up quite a bit of heat, but you know, did your job, man. Nobody can doubt that you didn't do your job.
Waiting for orders.
So do you already have both? Because she has breaching shot, she probably wants to throw the LRM-20 to that Jenner or something. Or shoot at the Jenner with everything and throw LRM-20s at the quick draw. You know, anything to that extent. Not sure if we need to go the full movement because it seems like we want to go through here, then over there, and then probably at some point way past here. Not sure how we're gonna reach that. We'll figure that out along the way, I guess. So I don't think we need to take any unnecessary detours here. And I'm not sure she could walk through here. Walking on the road would be faster anyway. So we're just gonna go here. Probably gonna give her guarded through vigilance again. Multi-target. Go there. Use the AC-20 on that range. Well, if it hits, the general has serious issues, so we're going to take that. I don't know why the chance went down. It was 55%. I don't know. Let's just go.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Nope.
Good to go.
Move to. Probably focus on that general exclusively.
Uh-huh.
Sure, why not? We either have to shoot with only one or we take all three. I think I'll take all three.
Got it.
It's raining artillery fire! Hallelujah, it's raining artillery fire! This is one of the spiders. As Camilla said, as soon as we see them, we probably want to focus on them ASAP. But because they want to be annoying and they get guarded, of course. Man. Well, I'm probably still gonna fire here. I mean, I could again use sensor lock, but the potential damage output is enough, even with the only around 50-ish percent chance. I could make a precision strike and probably kill the Jenner if I do that, but if the Ghost Rifle just hits the center, which is the most likely target, it's dead either way. And if it hits anything else, it's probably pretty much dead anyway. Oh, miss. Damn it. The misses entirely, of course, is a problem. But I want to keep the morale high because we have to take care of those spiders. Don't get distracted by the General too much. Oh. Predictably, they go after the Atlas.
What's up, boss?
You want to wreck that Jenner? Can use multi-shot again. Multi-shot, multi-target. Shouldn't just use D&D terminology in a mech warrior game, but you know, I do. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's try and kill that Jenner. Again, if the AC hits the CT, it's just dead, but there's a chance that it doesn't. So let's just... Nope, not proceed. Alright. So B goes over there.
Multiple enemies locked in.
Yeah, thank you. That was where I wanted it to go. So, Deuce, you wanna wait? Is there anything heavier coming our way? Let's just wait. Currently not. I mean, there's this artillery that we have to navigate every time, but... I don't see that spider. Not great. What do we take? Who we want to take out? Try to at least. That one has slightly less mobility at the moment. Then we would have our back exposed to that one. If I want that. Here we would have like the side exposed. But here we would have like 4 evasion pips. So let's do that, I guess.
Here we go.
You need to not fire with the medium lasers though because of heat buildup. And we'll multi-target this again. Yes, RM6, the accurate one goes over there. Yeah, I'm aware, thank you. Not fire with any of those. And you go over there. Not 70 all of a sudden. Oh well. Nor do I want to take the 45% chance to potentially wreck it if we hit the CT. No, let's not go with low odds shots yet.
Acknowledged.
You lost the arm.
Damn it. Heat damage.
It doesn't have reaching shots, so that didn't really matter much. Anyway, we got the heat damage warning again, but we actually didn't get heat damage because of our abilities, but it does
What can I
happen.
do for you?
Because we should have gotten heat damage. Anyway. You have breaching shot though. Not sure if I should focus on the spiders more, but they have like super high evasion and guarded, which is like painful to shoot through. So I'd rather not. So we're gonna multi-target again. Continue working on that quick draw and not use that. Gonna go to B, or you're more accurate now? I think I'm okay with this.
Uh-huh.
Down 2. Side torso is okay. Would have been better, but side torso. I didn't take side torso. Three areas moving. Currently, they're not aiming it directly at our mechs. From what the description of that artillery was, I kind of expected the artillery to just focus on us as soon as the spiders see us. But it seems like it's moving on a general level, but it's not directly aiming at us. So probably if we take care of the spiders, we're just gonna take it out completely, which gives us the ability to focus more on moving, which we should probably do because we have like 13 rounds to get this mission over with. But not there yet. Question is, do we want to finish off that quick draw while it's still lying down, or do we want to do something else? The Atlas gets to move before the quick draw, I believe. No. Didn't you get vigilance last turn? Apparently you did. It's a shame, really. I think I'd rather take care of that spider though. Quick draw has slightly higher damage, but we need to start moving unimpeded. And we'll take a precision strike against that one. we're lucky, we might just kill it by coring it. You know, if the Gauss rifle hits, it has like 15 points left. So at that point, you know, rest doesn't matter much. If it doesn't, then
All
the
weapons
rest might matter more. But Gauss hit. Thank you. Behemoth can probably try and take care of that
Yes,
quick draw.
Commander. Roger.
Doesn't have got it anymore? Didn't it move and do anything? I believe it was still in the same position as last time, but it doesn't seem to have evasion or guarded anymore for some reason. Alright.
Splitting fire.
Would have killed it maybe if we use another Alaram launcher on this, but no, we need to get started on those spiders.
Take that. Waiting on you, Commander.
So glitch, you can't move. Fine. Still kill stuff while not moving. No. All right, let's wait. Oh. Yeah, not the PPC. Thank you. If we're not using the PPC, it looks a lot better all of a sudden. So.
Got it.
What? It barely kill it. Okay. I'll take that. Double kill. Looks like all the spotters for now, but stay sharp. We don't know what else might be out there. Apparently I should have tried moving Medusa for getting out of battle involuntarily because we killed all hostiles, but I had no way of knowing that Glitch might just, you know, entirely kill them. Anyway, good job, Glitch, but, you know... not sure how we're gonna reach this. This looks like something that might be a lot easier to reach if we have jump jets, because by just walking, we'll like have to walk through that canyon here, then up the road here, possibly. And then we're still not quite there. So that looks like something that Medusa and Glitch can probably take care of, you know, using jump jets. This way here, though, is also quite a long ways off. But it appears like it's reachable from this road. Actually, it doesn't seem like quite. Well, here, can't really tell what that is because of all the sand, so looks like we have quite a long road ahead of us. Jesus. Guess I should have brought a light mech, to be honest. So we're gonna be doing the following. We're gonna split our forces a little bit. Medusa and Glitch will head left because they're the guys with the jump jets. They can probably scale the cliff over there and
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
stuff. Our non-jump jettable part of our force will, you know, head along the road. It's not the shortest way, but you move faster along roads, so you might be able to get places eventually. Jesus, I'm not entirely sure if we're gonna make it in time.
Heading out.
Contacts here. Now please continue moving.
Working on those generators, Commander.
Why is that surprise action?
Batteries need need to be down
You just
before
saw
our
that.
ships draw within range.
I just fucking hate these rules, you know? Now the round was just stopped because we surprisingly saw that turret there, you know? Which I had no way of moving and no way of knowing, and now Glitch and Strider are like kind of behind, which total BS if you ask me, you know? Just let me have my round, because I just lost the round here. I was just moving half my people. Not sure if I can afford it. I'm not entirely sure if that turret can see me because of my because of my better viewpoint. So it's total BS.
Commander. Going full throttle.
Yeah, because they didn't surprise us. They don't see shit. Anyway,
Waiting for orders.
moving first.
Moving fast.
Did that turret already move? It did. Alright.
Orders.
That's why I didn't move Medusa first, because, you know, let's still get the jump on the turret actually.
Jumping.
We don't need to unload with everything. I mean, if the AC hits, we only need like 2 more medium lasers to finish it off, so let's just not use the medium lasers, I guess. There's no more targets, and I'd just rather make sure that it's dead. So I'm grossly overkilling it probably.
That one's gone.
Got a new group of hostiles on screen. Watch yourself. They got an artillery spotter. An entire lands. Yeah, right. Lich. I guess Medusa can take care of that base by himself. You know. Just try and rejoin the rest by scaling this. Well. Nerf. Happening.
Standing by.
Sure.
Receiving you.
Well, you definitely need vigilance. Also take that additional movement evasion.
Move order received.
Which one of these do we want to kill first, though? Probably the Jaeger, right? Yeah, that's lots of stability damage, so let's multi-shot, I guess. The Jaeger's still out of range. I'll take the 45%. We need to get something done here.
Acknowledged.
That was a pretty good start to get something done. So now you. Oh. I think there's a spot you can reach where you can use a gauze. I guess it's just gonna be LRMs then. Or I could sprint and get into a better position for next turn. Might leg it accidentally if two LRMs hit the left leg. So I'm actually gonna move and shoot at that Vindicator. Chance of that happening. Need 2 of 15 to hit the leg, which is unlikely unless we aim for it, but I don't really want to use the morale for that either. So let's just see if it happens or not.
Engaging target.
Nope, not a single one hit there. Good.
What can I do for you?
How can you jump?
Good to go.
Jump first. And up there. Jesus. You already do have insane amount of... You already do have the maximum amount of jump shots on that mech, and we still can't jump up there. Yes, then we'll need to continue. Yeah.
Copy that.
We still have Glitch potentially backing him up if the AC misses and stuff. I think I'm just not gonna overkill it this time, you know, just save on heat. But that should still kill it though. Alright.
One less turret.
I hear ya.
So let's get up here. It's gonna take quite a while for you to get into a position to reach the rest of the group again. Because of the BS surprise attack. Oh well. How much do I want to take down that Vindicator? So it is pretty much. Otherwise we could continue on the Jaeger mech too. Not gonna kill it though. The Vindicator, we would have a decent enough chance to kill it. Getting at the CP. Or if we don't kill it, just knock it down and, you know, the Atlas can stomp on it or something. Let's do that. Oh, not the Jaeger. Damn it. Sideways, that's a little off-putting.
All weapons committed.
Come on. Oh. Yes, splitting up now, okay. I noticed that there's signals on the other side, so they decided to split up for some reason. Not sure why. If I was them, I would, you know, open fire with entire lands on that Atlas. But I'll take it.
Ready for orders.
You need to move though. So we're gonna give you vigilance again, just the additional defense.
Acknowledged.
Points. Multi-target this. It's the Jaeger with the AC and maybe one of the LRM launchers. Even if we do not make cold shots, the CT is damaged enough that just randomly shooting at it should take it out. Anyway, so that's 95. That could hit anything, you know. It's inside of that. Alright, then let's just use the AC and the medium lasers on B. Hit the Jaeger just with the LRMs, I guess.
Roger that.
Give him unsteady so that he can't shoot back effectively. What's the back? That was not the CT. God damn it.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Not sure what they're doing. They're just making a delaying action. You know, that's another thing that's kind of bothering me with this game, because it seems to play very reasonably to its objectives. Like on kind of a meta level, it seems to know, you know, I need to keep I need to keep the player busy as much as possible. Not really, you know, go for you know, going for the kill on the lands, but I just need to hold out for 8 rounds. So let's just move around like a crazy person and, you know, do nothing, even though we have a pretty impressive weaponry going on. I think that's cheating, to be honest, but nothing I can do about it now. We'll try to get there. Jesus. Oh.
Lifting off.
Cool off, I guess. Doing that. Should have considered moving glitch first and trying to get the final shot on the Vindicator. Oh well. Again, it's decided to just delay me as much as possible.
Good to go.
Oh. My point is safe. But you can't reach anything there.
Affirmative.
I don't like this mission. It's like, it's probably easy if you know what kind of lands to pick exactly and what kind of route to take and when you're gonna get surprise attacked, which always feels a little bit bullshitty to me. I mean, I played a lot of space sims in the 90s, and that was always one of the things that I didn't really like there, because we would often have cases of missions where you'd, like, you know, would need to know exactly what would happen at which point, and then the mission would be pretty easy. If you just reacted to things as they appeared, then you'd probably sit there and, you know, try to eat your keyboard or something, or your flight stick, probably more accurately. Oh, not a fan. You probably need to finish up that frickin' Vindicator. Is there any way where we can save up on ammo or something? I would like for him to move somewhere too, but if I move here, I can't use my direct fire weapon, so I would have to rely on the LRMs. If I move here, you know, there's other issues, so basically need to sprint through here in order to, you know, move on. Which I probably have to do. I mean, we only have like 7 turns remaining, so we probably need to get to our mission objective. I don't like arbitrary deadlines. Same here. There's no way we can move past this with the spotters that are on, and the spotter, of course, because it knows it's just trying to delay me, is like the mech that's furthest away from everything. Well. Probably want to do this differently. Yeah, I guess. Because both to B doesn't really make sense, because then I wouldn't be using breaching shot and just use the weaker launcher on it, so probably overkill on A, but I don't want that Vindicator to die.
Taking heavy hits, Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Probably far enough away from everything that you probably can insta-kill the generator with what kind of weapons that you have.
Gotcha.
And move on from this one. Probably don't need all of that, but he doesn't have anything to shoot at for a while, so let's just
Shot.
make sure it dies.
Second generator down. You've got one left.
Waiting for orders.
You don't see anything yet? Could jump for the higher evasion, or do shot at that thing. We've got morale from killing that Vindicator. What was the 34? Let's jump.
No sweat.
I'll use the PPC, should be fine. Of course, it's just raised. F you. Most of the Jaeger and there, probably launch laser. Reasonable enough. Could use the PPC for the Jaeger mech too. To be honest, it would kind of escalate our heat, but you know, the additional damage might be worth it.
No problem. I've got enough guns for everyone.
Medusa, you're probably gonna be the one guy that's trying to make a run for it. What the hell happened here? It's not one of us. Someone just got damaged a lot. Or maybe it was just a mech that was still lying around there and was still registering as
Lady
his.
Arano,
As
be
hits.
advised that we're about to enter the shipyard's weapon range. I hope to hell your mercenary is almost finished with those generators. This is getting way too close for comfort.
Shut the frick up.
You heard her, and you know what you have to do. Please, Commander, we're almost out of time.
Ow! I'm hit.
Yeah, I need to take out the spider ASAP in order to, you know, let my other mechs start to move. But I need an aim, but I need to make a precision strike at it in order to do that. And then chances would be pretty reasonable. Alternatively, since the spider has already moved and we have other mechs in the vicinity, I could also just, you know, finish off that Jaeger mech. That's that. But we do probably still need to move. This is a little bit risky because we really need to kill that spider, but we should be able to. Does that still come if the spider's not around anymore? I don't know. Did it come when we killed the spider last time? Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure if I can make the risk of, you know, if a spider dies, that zone just disappears. Did you? A morale would tank again, like to 2%. Nah. I'll do that. Great. Let's just fire that Jaeger mech. Get some morale. Take it out of the picture. Not that it doesn't have any weapons left, but...
Hot damn. Let's do it.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Ha! Send me a real opponent.
Oh,
Waiting
glitch.
on you, Commander.
Would you mind taking out that spider? Yeah, okay. I should be able to do.
Here it comes.
That's also forward observers. Nice work. I'm not seeing any more activity from the artillery emplacements. But the artillery still gets to fire.
Commander.
Jesus.
Standing by.
Why? Why? Just the freaking delaying action. That's all that is, you know?
Target lock on enemy 6.
Well, Medusa, you're kind of our only hope, so... Probably gonna be able to reach it in 6 turns now.
Roger.
Now, I don't want to kill that trebuchet, which seems counterintuitive, you know? Normally you would, like, kill stuff as fast as you can, but if I do, we're just gonna waste the entire round. I'm deliberately not trying to kill it. Just, you know, keep it around.
All
Which is...
weapons committed.
Yes, but... What the f... And that is back to orders.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Well, we still have turrets. Good thing we still have turrets in range, because I didn't want to get out of combat now, because that would just, you know, ruin everything.
Affirmative.
So I think that turret hasn't moved yet. I don't know, I can't afford waiting for it. We still have armor and stuff, so we just need to
Got it.
run in there. Apparently that turret has moved, the other one behind it hasn't. Good.
Waiting for orders.
So if we use the jump jets, we can still fire a bit. Alternatively, we could sprint. With all our long-range guns, we wouldn't quite kill it again because it has 150 plus a little bit of armor, which is not quite enough. Well,
Got it.
oh, we're not cooling down. Oh, we used jump jets. Right. Oh.
Tell me what to shoot. You can fry an egg in here.
$75 together with 100, that should be enough, but we won't get thrown out of combat because we still have that turret on our screen, also that one. Okay, good. Just checking because I can't afford to lose another turn by getting thrown out of combat.
Engaging
That should
target.
kill it.
Target destroyed.
What do you need?
There's nothing you can jump up here. So I think the best bet is to run. I think this is also too high a ledge to jump up there in one turn. I think our best bet is to sprint along this
All right,
route.
full speed.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Want to scale that? I need to have two of you run up the road so we can try to make other things work. Like sprint here, then maybe next turn we can or sprint here even better. And maybe using that as a kind of a point in between, we can maybe also scale it from here.
Pedal to the metal.
No, if that mech doesn't use jump jets or weapon, it cools off pretty soon. But you know,
Good to go.
if it does use jump jets, not very much.
On it.
All right. Just need to get line of sight on that generator, then we can, even if we don't have enough firepower with whoever spots it, we still have enough, you know, other ramps to take care of it, I guess.
What can I do for
Can you
you?
do anything from here? Can't quite reach it yet. You're getting there though. I think I'll take it as high as I can, so... There.
Ready, set.
Aye, aye.
This way you actually get line of sight on that thing, but you can't shoot at it. We still have we still have better rams though, so you can shoot at that thing and then maybe even get it done this round before, you know, more reinforcements show up or something. I don't know. Anything of that? I think that's way too much damage, but I'll take it.
Target confirmed. That turret is gone.
What? So, we do have LOS now, so you can just throw LRMs at it.
Firing.
I think we're actually gonna kill it this turn.
Engaging target.
Alright, at least this time we had two rounds remaining and not just, you know, on the very last one. That's the generators. Good job, Commander. Ground batteries are down, our dropships are clear to attack the shipyard. More of any remaining hostiles and I send Sumeri to extract you. There's remaining hostiles? Really? I see that, Commander. Enemy has been vanquished and Turlon is ours. Now there's nothing left between us and Kilromedir. I'll drink to that, hell we all. I've got a keg of Tim Bequy Dark waiting in the Argos galley, and this feels like a good time as I need to crack it open. When we get back home, we're celebrating and drinks on me.
Mission success.
Sure. War's not won yet, though. Ladies, you know? Don't like premature celebrations. We can celebrate as much when, you know, give me us sitting on the throne and all our enemies are dead. Or, you know, jail. Alright. Medusa like killed vehicles. Medusa likes killing vehicles. I think it counts the turrets as vehicles, and because Medusa took out the generators, it probably counted as more vehicles than he actually killed. But damn. Alright, that was something. Do we have any special weapons? Laser plus. Ooh. I mean, 3 tons. I mean, like, you know, I like plus. I like plus accuracy on energy weapons, sure. But Glitch doesn't really need it most of the time because she has a pretty insane accuracy anyway, and like 3 tons is like, you know, it's like almost a large laser that you just, you know, ignore in order to gain +3 accuracy. I'm not sure, but it's probably one of the things I might consider. Is I'm just gonna get it, you know, to consider it maybe later. Anyway, +3 accuracy crits. Particularly like that. That's not bad though. Like 10% damage increase for a medium laser is like pretty significant. It goes from 25 to 35. It's like a third. So I think I like that more than the accuracy and crit. Especially the crit I think is highly overvalued. And accuracy on medium lasers you rarely need unless you're trying to hunt down light mechs. I guess I can take both, to be honest. Don't really need any of these mechs. I don't really need the Jaeger mech in the first place, but you know, just, you know, finish it up, I guess. Not stability, damage resistance, it's hit defense. What's hit defense do? Evade better? No, right? Probably melee hit defense, but you have a slightly higher chance to get hit on melee. I don't think that's worth the 3 slots. I hate this frickin' scrolling. Can I please get somewhere or? Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't use up any weight, so you can just add it as an improved gyro to literally anything. But I'm not sure what hit defense does. So I'm not gonna take that one. I'll be taking that medium laser I talked about, and I guess one of the plus. You don't get a plus weapon every day. Alright. Alright, that mission was a little bit annoying. I mean, we made it when we still had some spare turns left, but man, that game was was trying to troll me, I think. Or like, you know, do its best to prevent me from succeeding. This message is for High Lady Camille of the Regan Reach. I'm Elena Marisol Chaplin, personal attaché to Protector Thomas Caderon of the Taurian Concordat. The Taurian Ministry of Intelligence has confirmed the authenticity of the evidence you've sent us. We have our thanks. We've seen that your uncle's duplicity had left a mark on us all. Ambassadors have been in communication with representatives of the Federated Suns, and they're negotiating a de-escalation of force along our shared border. Our cooperation between the Taurian Concordat and the Directorate has officially been terminated. We've also withdrawn our fleet, and Director Santiago Espinosa has been recognized as an enemy of the Taurian state. Should he ever dare to leave Oregon space, he will have us to contend with. Finally, I will personally review reports of the Taurian war crimes on the Reach. If I find them credible, we will hold Commodore Ostergaard accountable for his actions upon his return. If what you've told me is true, we will stand before firing squad. You have my word. With that, our business is concluded. Be well, Lady Urano. Protector Caderon wishes you success in the campaign to come. The review screen cuts out as the recording comes to an end. I'm not sure the restoration's problem with the Taurians over, because Ostergaard seems like enough of a crazy person to just, you know, take his forces and still attack us with it, even if it's not the entire Taurian army that he has at its back. So, just heads up, y'all. If you ever have to deal with anything like this again, I'm skipping town for the deep periphery. You're all welcome to join me. Actually, sounds pretty great, Commander. No, seriously. After the war's over, maybe we could take a little field trip and leave all this ridiculous infighting behind. In any case, later on, I think that congratulations are in order. With Tyrone liberated and the Taurians overboard, there's nothing left between us and the throne. The Directorate still has a one card that they can play. They have Lord Madeira. When we move on Coromodir, I will negotiate for his release, but first I must rally the founding houses. When I travel to Coromodir, will be with all our allies, and their armies at my back. I want the throne's world skies crowded with dropships. What about the people there? When your invasion fleet touches down, will you have their support? Yes, I will. Every victory we've won has shaken the support of my uncle. His popularity as a leader shadowed, and when the time to invade comes, the majority will side with us. With our fleet filling the skies and supporters in the streets, my message will be unmistakable. Everywhere my uncle looks, he will see the Urano Coromorant, symbol of my house and our unshakable resolve. Sounds like a plan. We're waiting for your call. Good. Director Espinosa will see to our strength, the strength of our fleet, of our unity, and the loyalty of our people. You will return Lord Madeira to us, or we will destroy him utterly. Be ready for my summons. Long past time for us to bring this war to a close. The Urano's contract to move on Coromodir is now available. This mission represents a point of no return. Resistance will be significant, or forces will be committed once we begin the assault. Should be prepared to field multiple fully equipped lances. Whoa! Will require consecutive drops without any opportunity to repair or refit between drops. Should not be attempted to possess enough mechs and mech warriors to field two complete high tonnage lances. Interesting. That's very interesting.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Yeah, thank you.
That mech you asked for. Fighting.
Now that is not something that I'd expected to have to do. I mean, I made some preparations for it. Like, it's a little bit of a shame that you can't move things around in the mech bay. I'm not sure why, but, you know, feels artificial. Anyway, we need this, and this for our mainlands. So we would have the second Orion, probably the Stalker. And what would we fill that up with? I could take the Battlemaster out of storage. So we would have a second Brawler. And then who's gonna support them in the front? Do I have more assaults in storage? That's master. That's a Black Knight. I have another Orion in storage too. Good thing that I stored so much shit, to be honest. Also bring back that awesome, like make a second brawler out of that, I believe. Okay, well, interesting. So, I think we have enough mechs. I mean, it won't be, you know, the second lance won't be the most awesome lance ever, but do have enough mechs. Problem is we don't have enough people, because I have 7 mech warriors, because I never needed 2 full squads. So I had like 1 squad and a few reserves. Actually, does it count myself in that? No, actually it doesn't. So I would have enough people technically, but in actuality, we have 1, 2, 3 in me. Then we would have probably Shadow for the brawler, Red Star for the other brawler. Then we would have Mockingbird for the fire support mech, but you can't shoot for shit. I mean, at least not yet. And Decker in the second fire support mech. So we would also have enough people, but like some of them have really terrible training. Like I only picked up Mockingbird because it's apparently one of the backers. It's a unique character. You can add as mech warrior once. If you fire them, they're killed. They will not reappear in any high rolls. I think they're kind of inspired by backers. Have along like extra text and stuff. That's interesting. Maybe I need to hire more people. What? What's this? Kickstarter backer. There's another Kickstarter backer here. And he doesn't have the all-powerful Bulwark and multi-shot, so he's not bad. I guess we're just gonna hire Flatline, you know? Seems like a decent enough mech warrior to complement our forces.
New mech warriors. available.
Interesting. Bad? I think I'll just buy it. Alright. Yeah, I have money. If it's something that I can throw around with, it's a little bit more money. So I think we have enough people and we would have enough mechs, but I would like to get some more training with the secondary squad. Not sure if we need to, you know, play them at the same time, or if it's just, you know, if someone gets injured or if a mech gets damaged, you can't repair it, but you could refield it. I don't know. I think because I'm crazy, you know. I'm gonna assume the worst and think that we have to drop with 2 squads at the same time. And in order for them to be, you know, somewhat competent, I think I would need some additional training for my second squad, because some of them are really terrible. That's that, really. Well, there's one. Well, I'll probably do some more missions off screen, probably train a bunch of new people. Not a bunch of new people, but train our, like, not quite as proficient mech warriors. I'll probably move out of the system in order to do that, because the missions here will probably be ridiculously difficult that only our really great guys will be able to do it, and I probably just want to go to the to the non-aligned periphery systems and do some jobs for, I don't know, someone. Probably the Taurians, now that we have, you know, that we're not officially at war with them anymore, and just do some easier missions so that the new guys can get their bearings. Oh, maybe move to. We're probably not gonna move that far back, but you know, I think challenge level has increased though. I mean, we started somewhere around here. Bellerophon was one of the first systems that we visited, and it has like a challenge level of 2.5. I didn't think we would be able to manage at that point. Anyway, so I'm just gonna be taking the detour to the non-aligned periphery systems to train my newer mech warriors, so that I would be prepared to, you know, field 2 lances of different BattleMechs and different people, if it has to come to that. And, well, you'll see the results of that in the next episodes, I guess. Take care.